Good evening, everybody, and thanks for joining in. We have the great Dr. Chenraj Roy with us today. Little said and lot more. In fact, he was humble enough to tell, I don't need an introduction, but it is only due that we give him the due introduction that he's credited for. A distinguished Indian educationist, entrepreneur, angel investor, and philanthropist with over 39 years of experience. He's currently the president of the Jain deemed to be university, and his vision has always been to create the next generation of culture in education and drive that with excellence. And while he drives it with excellence, his institution has grown multifold with the pan-India presence and among one of the most prominent institutes in our country. Along with creating educational opportunities, Dr. Roy Chand is also known as a great angel investor. He supports platforms for youngsters to become entrepreneurs. So you have an opportunity to hear from him. And as Dr. Roy Chand has been instrumental in incubating and mentoring students, which is his favorite topic. He believes in the power of youth, and he blends both the traditional and the modern approaches to inculcate entrepreneur zeal and business ideas into successful enterprises. He has institutionalized sports in the Jain University and the deemed to be university, and has encouraged excellence in sporting talent because he believes that the youth of today have to be fit to follow their dreams. And while he pursues that passion very closely, he has prompted and produced 6 Olympians, 1 Paralympian, and 200 national and international sportspersons till date. So that's a meticulous achievement, both from a perspective of sports, as well as his commitment to various areas of health, of education, of sustainable livelihood, and social causes that he feels and works towards very closely. He's been among the many awards for both his education and social service, including the Rotary Award for Vocational Service, the Dr. B.C. Roy Award for Indian Medical Association Award for Leading Personality, which has been conferred upon him, the Sevak Award for his service to humanity, and several Seva Ratna Awards, which has been thrusted on him by the Centurion Trust. Many will not know that he's a dropout from school, and he was just talking to us a little earlier and talking about how self-made he is with his ambitions and with his goals to achieve. And he's embarked upon spending his time with us today. He's going to spend an hour with us. And while he does that, we would be open to taking your questions and making this an interactive session because we want you to be heard as well as he speaks to you. So welcome from our hearts, Dr. Chenraj. And we look forward to a very engaging session. We have the youth of our country logged in and waiting to hear from you and your philosophy for the evening, which primarily is going to be a topic of the future of college education, which I think many of us are anxious and many of us want to understand your perspective and your thoughts on what makes education special during these times. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So I can take off?
Yes, please do.
Thank you, Mr. Sunil. You're the first person in my life that you have introduced such a lengthy introduction. I don't believe in getting introduced, but somehow I think I could not capture you live. You are in virtual. Otherwise, I would have come on the podium and told you not to even talk about even one sentence about me, because we are all ordinary human beings. Thank you, Mr. Ravi Kumar Radhakrishnan. It's your inspiration. I think this YCC is going international, and the report is going to go to the Prime Minister also. It is a 14-day session where I think you'll impact the lives of millions of students. So those 10,000 participants and today's participants, welcome to this YCC event. And I'm here with you all for next 20 to 40 minutes and then 15-20 minutes of question answers. The future of college, higher education, or future of education from now onwards. Let us not discuss anything pandemic or COVID, because I don't believe in all those things, because we have to exist and we have to succeed in life. That's more important. And we are all very young. You're all the young. When I at 59 years can say that I'm the youngest in your group. So you are all 18, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25. And Nikita Menon just passed her architecture from Manipal, and she's interning here with YCC. And the entire corporate people who are also part of this session. So very good afternoon to all of you. So not wasting much of the time, let me start with 2-3 incidents just to make you understand that what is education as a whole. Education is not making degrees or becoming PhD or trying to get 90% marks or gold medals. I have never believed in that. I myself am a classic example in front of you sitting, dropped out of school, and I'm able to now teach 45 subjects in commerce, understand any subject under the sun, whether it is science, whether it is technology, or whether it is humanities, or whether it is services sector, or whether it is aerospace. I'm able to speak on all the subjects to reasonably to a large extent. And also I'm able to teach in the classroom, train people, and make them feel that they are here to exist and they are here to perform and succeed in life. So why we should always script that it is very difficult, it is impossible, not required. So now I will just come to the point, and I'll be very, very focused and clear in my points. I would make it more and more simplified for all of you so that you can understand, because I don't want to talk what I have gone through in life, but I would like to share your age experience, youngsters who have achieved marvels in their lifetime. So I have more than 6,000 case studies, but this platform is not enough time for me to talk about all those case studies. But I'll pick up one youngster somewhere in 93, 92. When I was 14-year-old, I could see many youngsters were aspiring to become engineers and doctors. And that is where I think I felt that education is going to empower the life. So always I felt that education has a great future, whether it is this COVID or after COVID also. So I want all of you not to get depressed or feel distracted that you are now sitting at home and taking online classes. It's a new experience for all of you. So let us not even think of all those things that you are not in offline classes. Next 2-3 months, you'll be in offline classes. You'll have the social interaction live, but now also through technology, you're having social interaction. So I'll come with some small 3 examples, which I think will set the tone for the future for all of you. So I would like to share with you one small incident in my life about a youngster who was a teacher with me, who was teaching finance in BCom classes in those days, in 91, 92, I'm talking. 92, 93, he was just a 23-year-old boy who just passed out. He was the first chartered financial analyst in the country. We had only 3 CFAs in India. It's an American body. And I used to ask him that what do you teach in the classroom in BCom final year or say BCom second year. Our education system is, dear friends, I think you also are well aware of it, that you have to mug up before the exam 10 days before and then write the examination and then forget after 13 days. So that is not education according to me. Education is applying your thought and understanding the education and putting it into practice by unlearning and learning. That is education according to me. So when this teacher was teaching in the classroom CFA, I asked him various questions that how the financial analysis takes place, how the stock market functions, how the mutual fund functions, how the portfolio management happens. Can you give a data of this and make students give a project of 5 students, ask them to go to stock exchange, ask them to go to the bank, ask them to understand the financial analysis of balance sheets of the company's life balance sheets, and then interact in the classroom. That will be more interesting. So that boy took up the challenge and he became one of the famous teachers. And I had so many teachers in those days who were in 92, 93, when I had teachers, when I started Jain College. At that time, I had 100 students, but I had 20 teachers who were teaching the students. And they were all 15 years, 18 years experience, but they were not able to impact in the classroom. So this young man taught very well, and he also was like a student and a teacher also. He was doing part-time teaching. At the same time, he was more interested in his career. He got an opportunity to get a job in a company. He came back to me and told me, sir, what do I do? What will be my salary? I said, your salary is X amount now, and it may go up to Y amount over a period of time. So if you are getting a job of 10X more than in a corporate company, you'll be learning financial services. That is your passion. So keep that in mind. The word passion, what you are liking and what you are good at, that is education for me. Degree is not education for me. So he said, sir, my forte is debentures, my forte is investment banking, my forte is financial services. I made that boy understand and asked him to leave my college, asked him to come on Saturdays and Sundays. I was always out of the box thinker. That same class can be conducted in the evening at 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. or maybe on Sundays, or maybe on Saturday after the office hours. Friday, Monday to Friday, you have classes. So Friday, Saturday, you can come and take classes. So you are not left the college. At the same time, you can pursue your passion and career also. Within 2 years, that young boy started his own company. And now in 2018, he is the one of the finest investment banker on the planet in the country today, O3 Services Capital. Srinivas is the founder of that company. So he applied that knowledge, what he studied in 92, 93 in financial analytics, as chartered financial analyst. Today, at the age of 42, 43, he's become a celebrity. And he has employed more than 150 people in his campus. And he has started 16 businesses. He has incubated 16 companies. And he has impacted the economy and made lives of many of the people in his lifetime. So according to me, education is that. One more example, I'll give you my own example. When I was 28-year-old, I was sitting in my small business. I started my career at the age of 14, taking a job of 40 rupees in a textile showroom. And to even get one customer convinced, it took 24 days for me. But by the time I picked up and 14 years of hard work, I became a small businessman and I was doing my business. And one of my own friends who was behind my shop, he was a telephone engineer. His daughter wanted to commit suicide. I asked him, what is the reason she wants to commit suicide? Because she didn't get a seat in IIT. And that was in way back in 89, I'm talking in 89 December, 89 November. And I told my friend, you have given me telephones, you are working in Indian telephone industries, you have provided me two telephone connections. And now you are saying that your daughter did not get a seat in IIT. If not IIT, she can do BSc, she can do BCom, she can do arts, she can do humanities. There are so many colleges in Bangalore. There is a St. Joseph College, there is a Mount Carmel College, there are so many other Jyoti Nivas colleges. There for girls, pure colleges. She can go and study there. No, you don't understand, Mr. Jain. Chenraj, we are all very young, very from ordinary family. If you don't pass in IIT, my daughter will not get married. And above all, she's brilliant, but she missed out by 1 mark in the interview. And she wants to commit suicide. I said, no, I'll start a college for that girl. Don't worry. And I started college only to save that girl's life. Uma is her name. And she became the first student of my college, BSc Computer Science. I gave my promise to my friend and I saw to it that this girl joined the college. After she passed the college with only 72% marks because she was depressed for 3 years because she did not get IIT. But then I made her believe that it is possible and she will succeed in life. Got her a seat in MCA. And today she's the finest coder on the planet to ever happen. And she's an entrepreneur now, 42-year-old, married, settled down, lost her husband, but 2 children. But she's the best coder on the planet. So what is education? What is the future of it? Future was now. Future is not tomorrow. Please keep that in mind. Don't think of the future. Future starts now. Future is there tomorrow. So your future is now. So these two case studies should be enough for you to make you understand that how will you go through your education and take the interest and intensity of purpose of what subjects you like and how you make it applicable in life on day-to-day, hands-on, and become a successful person. But it takes 5, 10 years, 15 years of hard work. And that is where if you keep yourself motivated, nothing can stop you from becoming a genius. So I'll come back to the another final incident of another young girl. My own sister's daughter wanted to commit suicide. She did her arts in her school days and then she continued arts in her undergraduate days. She got married, typical 19-year-old traditional marriage in our Jain family, and she got married and she was unhappy there and she almost decided to give up her life. And I intervened within both the families, my family and my sister's family, with my brother-in-law, and brought her forcefully to my house and made her stay with me for 2 years, made her study in my own institute, MBA in entrepreneurship, and then I sent her to Bombay. She joined CNBC, pursued her passion on reporting, journalism, and finally she became an investment banker. And after that also she was not happy, and then finally I guided her to become an Ayurveda expert, and today she's the finest Ayurveda trainer, wellness, immunity, and how to stay healthy. And I'm an example sitting in front of you. That young girl has made me become younger and younger. At 59, my machine age is 29. Just because she made me understand little lifestyle changes, little walking, little exercise, and little positive mind and little breathing exercise. And today she has made more than 3 crore rupees in this pandemic times in 3 months of holidays by training people all over the world on the wellness and how to eat food and how to solve your own problems at home and need not go to doctor also, and how to increase your life. So these are all my students who are with me and who have succeeded in life. and have become celebrities in life. I'm talking way back 10 years, 15 years before, when there was no internet, when there was no technology, when there was no even pager was not there, landlines were there, mobile just happened in 93, 94. And these are all the products of 20, 25 years before, and they are celebrities at this age today. So you become a celebrity if you choose your model and your attitude and your belief system now. 3 years degree or 4 years engineering or 3 years, 2 years postgraduate. This is all the basic thing which will be told to you in the classroom, whether it is offline or online. So you need not worry about it. The future of higher education will be in blended learning, maybe a little bit of online, little bit of unlearning and learning through project-based learning. That will be and the teachers have to now inspire all of you. They also have to do research and come. Students have to do research. They have to go live projects. This is where. But I have till today, in my 30 years of my education, what I see in Jain University and across the institution in India, everybody wants to pass the examination studying 2 days before. My own daughter studied 1 day before and got 88% marks. So it is not about your marks. It is about you. You are most important. You as a mind, you as a leader. I don't want to call you student also, because you're all 18-year-old, but your maturity is as good as 45 years and 50 years. You think like that. You are so good at social interaction. You're so good at LinkedIn. You're so good at WhatsApp. You understand emails. You understand technology. You understand artificial intelligence. You understand Internet of Things. But what drives you within your mind, within your heart and mind, if you say, this is what I want to pursue, and if you can pursue that for 100 hours, 200 hours, 3,000 hours, 4,000 hours, maximum 8,000 hours in your lifetime, if you can pursue the passion, what you like, you become a genius. Malcolm Gladwell says in his book that you become a genius if you create a habit to cultivate what you want to master. Now, Ramdev Baba mastered yoga for 10,000 hours and today is a celebrity. My own niece, Dimple, mastered art of Ayurveda last 5 years and she's become a celebrity now. So what subject you like, if you can go deep into that, that becomes your passion and you become a freelancer, you become a consultant, you become a trainer, you become a teacher, or you become a thinker, or you become an analytics thinker, or you go to the company and get a post and you try to add value to the subject, whether it is human resources, whether it is technology, whether it is computing science, or whether it is MA dance. Even if you take up a dance as a Bharatanatyam, people to reach that level, to reach 14 years, to reach the Arandya, they have to complete 14 years of their practice. 14 years of practice is, according to me, is 3 hours of practice a day is 10,000 hours. So the theory of 10,000 hours, I already told you, you are at 18 and 22 years now. Believe me, my dear friends, I have more than 5,000 live case studies whom I have mentored, I have taught them, I have supported them, I have encouraged them, I have been a catalyst, and I have empowered them, and they have become entrepreneurs, they have become great career experts, they are in corporate level, at highest level across the globe. And I have been one teacher among my 9,000 teachers with me. I'm able to train my 9,000 teachers also. And believe me, I never knew how to speak English. In 27 days, I learned English, and today I'm talking in English in front of you. I want to talk a little fast so that you don't lose your attention span. Otherwise, I can talk slowly also. But coming back to this simple classic 3 case studies what I gave you, these 3 people also I can bring them on live maybe in these 14 days. What I told you, you have to interact with them also. I'll request Mr. Ravi Kumar Radhakrishnan and Mr. Sunil to include all these 3 people in the session of 10-15 minutes to talk to all of you. You'll believe that they were nothing to something they have become. Mr. Ravi Kumar Radhakrishnan itself is a classic case study. You should ask all of you participants should ensure that Mr. Ravi Kumar Radhakrishnan speaks about his own case study from nothing to something, how he has done it. So from nothing to something should be your formula for the future. Don't worry about this COVID and they're going to be GC4, they'll be going to be COVID-21. That is a part of life. If now the model says you have to social distance, keep the distance of 6 feet. What is there? And if you have to wear a mask, wear this. I've been there in this last 4 months. I have not attracted any COVID because I maintained the social discipline. So if you can do that. So my dear friends, please don't let down yourself. You are very good at technology. It's the only thing you have to apply your mind and develop your self-discipline. If you develop your self-discipline of your 24 hours a day. So I'm going to delve little bit 5-10 minutes on this 24 hours formula for all of you. You have 1440 minutes a day. You have 1440 minutes. I repeat again, 1440 minutes a day. 3 times I've repeated so that you will remember this 1440 number. I have 1440 minutes a day. 4 times I've repeated. Normally I don't repeat. And then you have 24 hours a day. That you also know. Even Bill Clinton has got 24 hours. Obama also has got 24 hours. Our Honorable Prime Minister also has got 24 hours. I myself have got 24 hours. Even Mr. Ravi has got 24 hours only there. So we all are equally endowed to have live for 24 hours day and night. So now I divide these 24 hours into, I multiply these 24 hours into 365 days is equivalent to 1 calendar year. After 4 years, it is a leap year, 366 days. So if I multiply 24 into 365, you will have a calculator, you can multiply. The number will be 8760. Remember this, 1440 minutes, 24 and 8760. 8760 hours you have got, my dear friends. 8,760 hours. Many of you, I can tell you that the first time you would have got to know that I have got in 1 calendar year is 8,760 hours. Now that is your education, that is your wealth, and that is your time, and that is your thought process, and that is your personality. Now this 8,760 hours, I will take out 8 hours of sleep hours of yours. I don't want to even talk about your sleep hours. Please sleep for 8 hours. I am very good at time management, but I just want to give you small examples on that in 4 or 5 areas so that I can sum up the session on the higher education of the future, how the college is going to be impactful for all of you. But you are the most impactful person. Now, all the 400, 500, 600, 800 participants who are available, some of my students are also participants here. I am aware of it. My own Jain University students also have come to this platform. But all of you are equal age colleagues of 18 to 22 years or 25 years. Other than Mr. Ravi and myself, biologically we are more aged. We have more 30 years of 35 years of more experience than you. So what we have done in our past life, that you can achieve 35 years to 7 years. You don't require 35 years of experimentation because you have teachers, you have wisdom, you have Google, you have ideas, you have thoughts, you have curriculum, you have library, you have books with you, you have subject knowledge, everything is mapped with you. Now it's the only thing you have to plan it properly. So how will you plan that? 8 hours, I want you to leave this 8 hours for sleep, and also I want 8 hours for yourself. Do whatever you want to do in 8 hours. Travel, social media, mobile, WhatsApp chat, email, entertainment, friends, parties in a day. I'm talking average in a day. 8 hours is more than enough in a day. And in these 8 hours, you can say half an hour I'm going. But unfortunately, we end up using mobile 4 hours a day. And that itself, 4 hours a day into 1,365 days is as good as more than 1,300, 400 hours, which is out of that 1,000 hours is all not productive at all. So there is a message here for all of you. That's why I wanted to be a different speaker, because you will be having 100 CXOs coming to all of you and talking about their subjects, their knowledge, which you may get divided, and what is liking to you may get more detailed exploration out of those career experts who are going to talk to all of you at the corporate level people. But I want to make a comprehensive understanding for all of you first, because you have to understand yourself. If I can leave this session open to you after 1 hour and leave you to think for next 10 years, I would have done my job. If I can allow you to know yourself better by these small points which I'm going to share with you all, I'm sure you will decide within 1 month that what are you going to become in 10 years. That much I can assure you. That's why I wanted to be a little different, because none of the speakers are going to come out with these points, because these are all my personal experiences. Who have millions of successful case studies I have understood, and I have seen live case studies succeeding from me from nothing to something. So my formula is nothing to something. You have to always be nothing daily, and then something will happen today. And that nothing to something 1,000 times, 10,000 times, 1 lakh times, when you experiment, you will fail 98,000 times, but the 2,000 times what you succeed is going to be your success story. Now, I would have failed millions of times in 45 years of my work life, maybe from a job to my small business to becoming an educational entrepreneur and helping incubation. So in my 45 years, I would have done millions of mistakes. But that was not negative for me. That was I learned from my mistake. So there's nothing wrong in failing. Fall down. When you go on the stage and talk in front of the student, I asked one of the students to come and talk in the front of the stage. I could not speak in those days when my teacher laughed at me. You are the secretary of the college and you can't speak. And I was very upset that I could not speak. But then I went next day, learned one paragraph. I made only one statement. Henry David Thoreau said, an eminent personality, I know of no more encouraging fact than the unquestionable ability of man to elevate his life by conscious endeavors. We at Sri Bhagwan Mahavir Jain College know of no more encouraging fact than the unquestionable ability to elevate the lives of our fellow students. And I'm sure this academic year, this new year, what you have joined, you will have a great experience in our college. And in next 1 year, you will emerge as a winner. And second year and third year, you will go as a bright leader and a scholar. That much I can assure you. And that was my first speech in the class. One day I planned, and the one day before they laughed at me. The next day I could talk this English, and the students were very happy with me. MA literature teacher, then I studied MA literature in 27 days and asked questions and taught Julius Caesar in the classroom. So it is, you require any language to learn only 27 days. 5,000 words if you can learn Magha and you can speak that language. So it is not about English language. It is about you, my friends. So it is, I'm centering this talk around you only. Nikita as a Nikita, Ravi as a Ravi, Sunil as a Sunil, Chainraj as Chainraj. There is a Rajesh as Rajesh, or Lata as Lata. So you original, you are the most original person on this planet. So you are the leader, you are the knowledge person, you are the technology person, you are the thinker, and you are going to apply that. So 8 hours of no sleep, 8 hours of your personal life. You take mobile, you take TV, you take average. Now you have got 8 hours with you. My dear friends, when you go to the college, if you would have studied college, or maybe you are in third year or second year, you would have not even attended 150 days of college. You know very well. Fridays where you go out, Saturdays why you don't attend, Hindi classes, language classes, why you don't attend, because you feel it is boring in the classroom. You may attend some practical classes of your choice. 70% of the teachers may put you into the sleep in the classroom. You may not enjoy the classroom because information is available so much on the internet with you. The teacher itself will be outdated in front of you. That's why I told you, you're not 18 to 25-year-old. You're as good as 50-year-old, and you can compete with Mr. Ravi Kumar, you can compete with Sunil and me, and you can hands down win over me. I can tell you, in spite of my 45 years of experience, still I can say that my students can overtake me hands down. They can beat me in communication, they can beat me in quizzes, they can beat me in speed, they can beat me in activities, and they can question me all sides. So it is, everybody is a knowledgeable person. Please keep that in mind. Those three people who wanted to commit suicide, one was depressed, one was a teacher, but all three have become celebrities. And I'm talking immediate case studies. I'm talking about 25 years before. So you have left with 8 hours in a day. So that 8 hours, still I'm going to give you a discount of 2 hours. Keep that 2 hours with you only. You have 6 hours of professional life that I want you to utilize the 6 to 8 hours, 2 hours for your research, 2 hours for your general knowledge, and 4 hours of your solid 4 to 5 hours of your 120 days of college, 150 days of college life. 150 days to 160 days when you attend a college offline or an online class. Now you are online because this semester will be online classes. Even if you attend 3-4 classes a day, your total 150 days or 160 days, if you attend 6 hours a day college also in the classroom, 5 hours for engineering and 5 hours for science and 4 hours for commerce, you are still skipping classes. 25%, you don't even attend the classes. So out of 160 days what the college runs, you don't even come to college for 120 days. So 120 days, even if you attend classes 5 hours a day, it's not more than 600 hours. So I am telling you, are 8 hours into 365 days. For me, it is more than 2,800 hours. Please note down that figure. More than 2,800 hours you have got with you for develop a professional life. 8 hours you have to sleep, come what may. 8 hours use your personal life, your personal whatever, good, bad, and ugly. That is your philosophy. You decide who is there to advise you good, bad, and ugly. It is, you are the boss for yourself. You are the leader for yourself. Father and mother have blessed you. You have come to this world. Take their blessings, respect them, and respect your teachers, respect your friends, respect the nature, respect your country, respect your fellow beings. You have 50% won the battle of life. If you take the blessings of your parents daily, believe me, my friend, you touch your mother's leg and hands, bow down and touch their legs and come out. 50% you have won the battle that day. Their blessings is going to take you to the highest level. You can't change your parents, but you adapt to the parent. So we waste a lot of time only on generation gap. There is no generation gap. You're already more older than your thinking than your parents. But biologically, you are 22-year-old. So this 8 hours for personal, this 8 hours for your sleep life, 8 hours professional life. In college, you don't even go for 600 hours. Even if I take 400 hours of your research, your studies, your examination studies, you're sitting for 3 hours in exam, still I will say you're only utilizing 1,200 hours on yourself, as because the system wants you to write exam, the system wants you to write 2 semester exam, the system wants you to study and do it, but it is all examination oriented subject. It is not applied learning. This is where the future of college education will lie, which I'll conclude in the final part of my session. So I just wanted the first stage, that you are important, those 3 case studies. Second stage, what is available with you, resources, wealth of time, because time is wealth for me. Time is wealth for me, health is wealth for me, and your mental fitness is wealth for me, and your positive attitude is wealth for me. So these 4 things are attributes is wealth. That will convert into dollars, that will convert into your house, that will convert into your gadgets, that will convert, because that is going to be a byproduct for all of you. So your wealth is first of all your personality, your mind, your attitude, your positive attitude, your mental fitness, your physical fitness, and your interest towards yourself. So that is going to be the biggest wealth for me, for you all. So please keep that in mind. You're not going to miss on that opportunity. So 8 hours, I have already taken 1,200 hours of your college, being in the college for 6 hours a day. I will, with friends, again adding social into that, discussion with the teachers. But that 1,600 hours, which I think everybody has missed out. So 8 hours for sleep, I've given you. 8 hours for luxury entertainment, I've given you. Another 2 hours, I'm reducing in that 8 hours, 6 hours. 6 hours into 365 days, which includes your Sundays, which includes your Saturdays, which includes your holidays. So that 2 hours, I'm giving you another bonus, 10 hours for yourself. Do whatever you want to do for 10 hours. Hobbies, fun, games, parties, culture, friendship, guide, whiling away your time, wasting your time, gossiping, criticizing, doing everything you do 10 hours, nothing wrong. But that 6 hours into 365 days is very important for me. And that is equivalent to 2,200 hours. In that 1,200 hours, if I give it to your college life of your classroom attendance, your examination, still you will have 1,000 hours with you. And that 1,000 hours is equivalent to 3 hours of research from your side, which has to be sincerely committed, promised by yourself. You have to promise to yourself this 3 hours of discipline, of knowledge, research of what I like, I am going to do it. Whether I want to become a photographer, whether I want to become a model, or whether I want to become an actor, or whether I want to become a financial expert, or whether I want to become a computer science expert, or whether I want to become an economist, or I want to become a data analyst, or I would like to become a product developer, or I would like to come with the services sector and I want to be a teacher or a trainer, I want to be a public speaker. I made 50 people to become public speakers and they're earning 22 crores to 20 crores a year. They're earning. One Rahul Kapoor is one of the finest example. That man in training is making more than 10 to 12 crores just by talking. Just by talking. One Dimple Jain, which I told you, the third case study, just by learning Ayurveda, doing commerce as a subject, getting into the literature, free information available. She went and met more than 500 Ayurveda doctors and she's talking better than Ayurveda doctors, and she's going to become a billionaire in 10 years, and she's going to train 10 lakh people. So my dear friends, this 1,000 hours only, I want you to apply your mind, and that is going to be the future of your education. This 1,000 hours on the subjects, you are going to study any course, and believe me, my friends, whether you're studying arts, whether you're studying microbiology, whether you're studying biotechnology, whether you're studying forensic science, whether you're studying engineering, any subject, whether you're studying MA economics, whether you're studying BA literature or BA psychology, every subject has got an extraordinary scope. Don't try to compare yourself computer science engineer and that you are studying in a BA psychology. I say that psychology also has an immense scope to become an extraordinary person. Whether you're studying biology, you can become a nutritionist, or you can become a scientist, or you can become a trainer, or you can become a research scientist, or you can become a product developer in pharmacy, or you can get into the farming, or you can get into permaculture, you can get to hydroponics, or you can get into even biology, even physics also has its own scale. You can study atoms, you can study 0-degree temperature, you can study exabytes, petabytes, computing science, you can study artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, chatbots, or you can be a gamer, it can be animation, that has its own scope. So don't discount yourself. Whatever course you have chosen in your life, either by your parents' wish or by choice, you have done it, or by force, please don't take it as a burden, as a force. Start enjoying that. So use this word, I keep that in mind. Start enjoying your day, 24 hours a day, 40 minutes. And this one calendar year is going to make your entire personality. That is called planning. So you have to plan your calendar year of 1,000 hours. Just I don't want you to plan what you're going to do 8 hours. If you can plan, very good. If, 8 hours sleep. If you are going with a positive mind to sleep, you'll get better ideas and you'll plan that. That 1,000 hours should become 8,000 hours of quality assurance from your side. Because when you focus for 3 hours a day, 1.5 hours or 1 hour into 3 periods, if you can discipline yourself, I think you can do wonders, my dear friends. So that is going to be your career. Don't worry about the future of college education. Will be online, will be blended learning, will be hybrid education. 3 days you'll come for offline classes, 3 days you'll be on the field. It will be project-based learning. Learn while studying. You can study at the evening time. It will be flexible learning. It will be flipped classroom, and you will get a lot of contents in advance learning management system. And believe me, my friends, you are going to experience virtual reality, augmented reality, and you will sit on this computer, but you're listening to me, and Nikita Menon will come out of the computer in the form of a hologram. In Sweden, this technology is developed, and Nikita Menon is going to speak on architecture in front of me live. But if you touch her, she's not there, but she's live standing in front of you and speaking to you in architecture language, what subject you want. And she's going to talk in Kannada, English, but it will be converted into Kannada or maybe in Zulu or maybe in African language. That 1,600 languages software will convert. So information is going to be very easy. Online courses, LinkedIn is giving you at $6 per course. 16,000 courses they are going to give you live, available at your doorstep, on your computer, on your mobile. The whole world is on your mobile. And you, believe me, my friends, you are 60 kg of weight, but you have got 60 tons and tons and tons of knowledge available at your mobile, at your palm top. You don't even require mobile after 2 years. You are going to have an electrode in your body, and this body is going to be your mobile. You are going to dial from this here, and you're going that screen, you're going to talk. So you may not even require this computer. This itself will become your internet, and this itself you can talk to anybody in the world, anywhere, anytime learning. So for me to bifurcate all this 8,760 hours, the idea was that 1,000 hours, if you can apply your mind on knowledge or the subject what you like, 18 to 24, 160 credits of your subject, I'm sure 2 subjects you'll be very good at it. 2 good qualities you all have, my dear friends, you have all got 2 good qualities. I also have 2 good qualities. One is I don't give up. One is I'm always very positive. In negative also I see positive. 2 minus becomes plus. So too many negatives also becomes plus. So keep one thing in mind. Your thoughts is going to come in the day 50,000 times a day. 48,000 negative thoughts will be there. There will be only 200 positive thoughts. That 200 is going to make you a winner in life. So that 1,000 hours, if you can apply your mind from today, believe me, you write down in your book today after going home, write down these 40 minutes, write down these 8,760 hours, write down these 8 hours I'm going to sleep, write down 8 to 10 hours is for my personal life. I'll do whatever I want to do. In fact, if you can plan, very good. But that 6 hours, and that 6 hours also 3 hours I allowed you, average 3 hours, that is 1,200 hours for your college studies in the classroom, attending. But those 3 hours into 365 days is 1,000 hours for me. That 1,000 hours into 10 years will make you a genius of genius. And that 10,000 hours, if you make it 20,000 hours, you will become a Nobel Prize winner if you can put an idea of 20,000 hours. Srinivas has put in efforts of 20,000 hours. He's an investment banker. I have put in my efforts of 20,000 hours of not giving up and connecting with the students and making them feel good and making them understand 1,000 hours of discipline. And I have achieved that goal. And I am good at least 2 qualities. I may not be a PhD. Definitely, I'm an honorary doctorate now. I can teach 45 subjects. I can teach entrepreneurship. But believe me, my friends, don't worry about your corporate jobs or what it is. 1,000 hours is going to make you a confident personality. And in these 10 hours, I want you to, that personal life, what I've given you 10 hours, in that 20 minutes of your breathing exercises, 5 minutes of meditation, 10 minutes of little breathing exercises, take from your expert around your locality, whoever is a yoga expert, take 10 minutes of breathing, that's all. And 15 minutes of walking, 5,000 steps or 6,000 steps is more than enough. If you want to go to gym, half an hour to 30 minutes of gym, if you can put 1 hour of physical discipline on little breathing, little bit of pranayam, little bit of breathing, little bit of meditation, 5 minutes, and 20 to 30 minutes of exercise divided into two parts in a day. In that 10 hours of your personal life, 1 hour you put it as self-discipline. And again, I repeat this 1,000 hours formula for all of you. In 10 years, you become a genius. At the age of 28 or 32, you'll be the most celebrity person sitting on a corporate table as a vice president or as a president or maybe your own entrepreneur. And your future career in higher education, any subjects I've told you, don't worry about the brick and mortar institutions is going to be alive. Without that, your socialization, your classroom bonding, your group projects, your group bonding, your caring, sharing, fighting, criticizing, and having fun. That 8 hours of social life is very, very important. And that will happen maybe after 6 months. You will attend the classes, but it will be now changed model, and the teachers also have to go to the library and reaffirm themselves, because it is going to be value for money. Students are going to seek knowledge, so it is going to be applied knowledge. So your higher education will be project-based learning, applied knowledge. In your 160 credits, whatever subjects you are studying, whatever course you have chosen, don't worry about it. Please become a genius in that. Even every second person, a psychologist is required. You can become entrepreneurs also. That entrepreneurship has been my forte. All those participants who are there, the organizers have my mobile number and my email number, and you just send a WhatsApp. We will put you into our accelerator program. We have a lot of free programs for the students who want to become entrepreneurs. If you want to have some business ideas, I will ensure that my student and all of you join together. My students join together one business. I already launched 3,000 entrepreneurs in my lifetime, and all small entrepreneurs, and they become, many of them have become very big. So entrepreneurship has been my forte. I was a self-made man. With 40 rupees, if I can, from nothing to something, I can do. And remember that word, nothing to something. So this is where I think that is going to be important. So another 5 minutes I have got, so 40 minutes I'll complete, and then 15-20 minutes I will leave the house open for question answers. I have not even warmed up still. I've just spoken on the 3 aspects of it. So your future higher education, whether it is pure sciences, whether it is life sciences, whether it is heavy sciences, whether it is marine sciences, whether it is engineering sciences, whether it is computing sciences, whether it is humanities, it is going to be liberal education. So you will be giving choice-based credit. So you will have an opportunity to complete your degree in 3 years or 5 years or 6 years, and it is going to be continuous learning. So if a LinkedIn can give you, and if you can go to a site for MIT and Harvard, if you can go to those websites, they are giving you free courses. Coursera and Udemy are giving you free courses. You can attend to any free courses, but you have to understand that what are the 2-3 subjects which you like it, go deep dive into it and become an expert. One lady, I made her become a nutritionist, an ordinary girl from Mount Carmel College. Shruti is her name, and that lady has become a doctorate of doctorate, and she only talks about how to eat food at what time. She has become a nutritionist, and she was just a biology background, and she's the most celebrated nutritionist in Koramangala. So these 3-4 people, I will bring them in 14 days on the stage. Dr. Goshal was responsible for me to come on this platform, and Mr. Ravi was responsible. I thank them for giving me this opportunity. So for higher education, don't worry about it. Your 3 years degree or your 4 years degree, your postgraduate, need not skip your year. Continue this year, and your jobs are going to be intact. Artificial intelligence will take away 50% of the jobs, but freelancing, self-employment opportunities, and entrepreneurial activities are going to be millions available. So the future is extraordinary. This COVID has brought in more innovation. What I have done in 3 months in innovation, I would have not thought in 30 years of my lifetime. I have started learning now. And this is the first time I opened a computer website, not website, this computer Zoom. Maybe 10 or 12 times I opened on my own. And I've learned now. I have never opened my own website, for my own college website. I have not seen. There are billions of websites. So it is the knowledge which I have gained in last 20 days. I have not even gained in last 40 years. Every day is a learning. So all of you are born leaders, my dear friends. I will conclude with 10 points. Please keep that in mind. Write down it as a Bible. These are the only 10 words you require to succeed in life. So I'll complete with sentences, because in my 40 years of experience, if Mr. Ravi has succeeded, or if I have succeeded, or if Bill Gates has succeeded, they have followed this formula. So number 1, you please be attentive on this 10 points, and then 10 words I'll conclude, and then I have for question answer. Number 1, you use only 1/10 of your mind in your original thought and ideas. If you harness your potential, you will be amazed at your results. So you are the most talented person. So number 1, I am a very talented person. Nobody is like me in this world. You are talented. Nikita is talented on her own. Ravi is talented on her own. I am talented on my own. So don't give up. Don't underestimate yourself than anybody that you are not talented, because you are good at 2 things. Please identify your 2 good qualities. That is more than enough to make you a leader, make you a winner, make you Satya Nadella, make you Sundar Pichai, or make you Ravi Krishnan, or make you a Ranbir Kapoor, or make you a good actor, or make you a successful entrepreneur or successful president. It is only 2 good qualities. So you identify your 2 good qualities. So you are a talented person. Number 1, you use only 1/10 of your mind in your original thought and work. If you harness your potential, you will be amazed at your results. So you are a talented person. Number 2, if you persevere, push on, hang on long enough, you can wear down the opposition. Who's the opposition? You are the opposition. I can't do it. It is difficult. Pandemic has come. I'm disturbed. I'm at home, I'm getting bored. No, you're not getting bored. You plan it, how to use your 10 hours. Fun also, you plan your 10 hours. So you are not going to give up and you say, I cannot communicate, I cannot speak on the stage. You practice 10 times, 20 times, 30 times, you'll fail. But 31st time you stand on the stage and you'll become a celebrity. I also became a celebrity in one session. In one day, I practiced these words and I went and spoke in front of the class of 40 students and they clapped for me. So I had no English background, but I can speak English non-stop. I can speak English for 24 hours. Even a dead man has to become alive. There are so many COVID patients in Jain Hospital. I call them and said, idiot, die today only. Otherwise, live positive and come out. And everybody are coming out from the hospital alive because they are depressed. Oh, my oximeter is 90, my oximeter is 85. Bullshit. It's nothing like that. You tell your mind, I'm hale and healthy. The power of subconscious mind, I'm fine, I'm energetic, I'm good, I'm in good mood. Nothing is going to happen to me. And you're successful. You're a doctor for yourself. Why do you need to go to allopathy doctor? I have not gone to doctor in the last 40 years. I have not taken not more than 5 tablets in my lifetime. I have broken my leg. I have cervical spondylitis. I have my own wheezing problem. But still, I'm okay with it. So I'm enjoying my life. So, my dear friends, number 2, don't give up. Come what may. Number 3, decide what your dreams are. Reach out for your dreams. They're very close. 5 years, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, nothing beyond that. At the age of 30, you have to realize your dreams and you work for your dreams. Take a simple, small step efforts and that 3 hours of day, 1.5 hour, 3 times a day research on the subjects what you like, go deep into it and you become in 10,000 hours a genius in 10 years and next 70 years, nobody can catch you. You only have to come up with life. So dream. Number 4, come out with ideas which fulfills the needs of the society. The more you do good to the others, you'll end up being good to yourself. So the more the people gain, you automatically stand to gain. So come out with ideas. So this Dimple came out with Ayurveda idea and she's become a celebrity. This girl became an idea of computer science and coder. She became a celebrity. So idea which can impact the society, idea which can benefit the ecosystem, the idea which can make you feel good. The idea you can become a great photographer and become the best. You can become MF Hussain. So MF Hussain would have taken 30 hours of 1,000 hours of efforts to become a genius of genius of genius of genius. He's a Nobel Prize type of person, MF Hussain. Artist. You can become an artist. So that again, repeating 1,000 hours a year, 10,000 hours. The rest all 10 hours yours. 6 hours is college life, all these things, but 6 hours of your professional life. In that also I deduct 3 hours. So I have repeated 1,000 hours more than 10 times because subconsciously I'm sowing that seed into your mind. I'm a different kind of doctorate. I am without surgery. I try to plant thoughts into the mind of the people to live, breathe that moment, enjoy that moment because I said the future is now. So number 4, come out with ideas. Number 5, you alone cannot achieve anything in life. You require air to oxygen to breathe. You require parents' blessings to come out. You require teachers' support. You require library. You require computer help. So you take the help of everybody. Then that is called power of networking. So number 5, you cannot alone accomplish by yourself. So you have to take the help from everybody, from nature to people around you, from books to teachers to your guides and friends and philosophers and well-wishers and speakers and thinkers. So you take assistance from everybody and you understand the power of networking. Number 5. Number 6, if you want to achieve success, it requires minimum 3 hours of your focused mind in a day, 1,000 hours a year. So you become focused, you don't become distracted. You can be distracted for 10 hours, but remain focused in what you like, what you want to do, become a professional. I said that 1,000 hours of professional life of 1,000 hours, which will manage your personal lives. So that focus will take you to the highest level. Number 6. Number 7, you have to self-manage yourself. 8 hours for your sleep, 8 to 10 hours of your personal life, and 6 hours of your professional life, college studies. And after 3-4 years, there is no college studies. There's only job for you, 8 hours a day. But still, you'll find 3 hours of research mentality at that time. So for you, it is going to be self-management 8 hours. So 7th point, conduct your affairs as if you expect tomorrow to be your last day. So start your life clean, uncluttered. The next day, when you wake up in the morning at 6 o'clock or 6:30, I'm fine and healthy, and I'm going to live my life for 12 hours a day, effectively and energetically. And that self-management of yours, number 7, is very important. Number 8, we unnecessarily complicate things. What is going to happen in future? We are scared. No, future is now. I have already told you. So don't complicate. Number 9, always simplify things. Don't argue. Don't criticize. When you are talking to people, don't waste time. When you get angry for 1 minute, it takes 2 hours for it to become normal. So don't be angry. So be relaxed, smile. If anybody is criticizing, take it in good spirit. Some stupid message is coming in WhatsApp, 90% is fake message. Discard it. You plan your 2 hours, When will you see the messages? When will you talk to your friends? In the time management, you say, okay, 2 hours is my mobile life. I'll deduct my 2 hours unnecessary talking. If you can finish the talking in 3 minutes, why you want to talk for 10 minutes? Do it in 3 minutes or do it in 1 minute. So be very clear about yourself, what you're doing. So don't keep it simple. And the last point is number 10. If you follow these 9 sentences, the 10th one is automatically you're successful. So number 1, I'm talented. Number 2, I will not give up. Number 3, I shall dream. Number 4, I'll come out with ideas. Number 5, the power of networking. Number 6, I'm going to remain focused. Number 7, I'm going to manage myself 8 hours for sleep, 10 hours for personal life, 6 hours strictly for professional life, or 365 days. So self-management and time management is my 7th point. 8th point, I'm not going to complicate things. I'm going to make it simpler, and I'm going to not make it complex. Number 9, I'll keep it simple. And number 10, I'm successful. So 2 hands, I'm successful in life. So what more you want, my friends? So this 45 minutes of journey is more than enough. So finally, 6 points for you. Please don't get into depressions and mood swings in this pandemic COVID. Start enjoying your life. Unnecessarily don't get disturbed sleep patterns. Please inhale for 2 minutes and sleep. You'll not get disturbed patterns. And don't change your appetite. Maybe sitting at home, you'll unnecessarily keep on binging. Don't do that. Eat little every 2 hours. And don't, if you're struggling to concentrate, breathe 10 times, inhale, exhale, and concentrate 15 minutes. Don't sit for 1 hour of study. 15 minutes of gap of 5 minutes. And don't try to have unnecessarily, are you taking any people for granted or friends and all? You're not talking to them. Start talking to them and have very quality good friends for you. These are the 4 5 things to keep in mind. So thank you very much, my dear friends. And I leave the house open to Mr. Sunil, Mr. Ravi for question answers.
Sir, thank you so much. I mean, that was a really wonderful 1,000-hour formula that you shared with us for learning in life. And I think it made a lot of sense to follow your passion. And the 10 commandments, I think, is something that we all should follow to be able to, reach success, not only for the world, but for our own selves. I have a spate of questions.
Yes, sir.
We've had about 370 viewers looking at you live. And I'm sure that each one has been inspired beyond words with the knowledge you shared. And I would say practical knowledge you shared. I think that's the most important perspective. So the first question that I would like to ask you is from Raja Kumar. He says, sir, many people think that they have nothing. And that also becomes the main reason for them to become depressed and take decisions of committing suicide. What's your opinion on this?
See, that's where I think they miss out on themselves. That's why I focused only on that individual, that you are a gifted person on this planet, and from nothing to something, you can go to the neighbor and talk to 4 people. From nothing to something, you have achieved talking to that person. So there is, see, the one person who's alone, definitely he'll have 4 friends with him, he or she. And there will be a family tree, mother and father, grandfather and grandmother. There is a support system available for every individual, either a friend or a family person. So that nothing to something is already there around them, 8 to 10 people. Out of that, there will be 3 positive people who will keep them in good spirit. So let them choose that 3 positive person who's going to keep them alive. No, you're not depressed, you are good and you are healthy. And then he has knowledge. He or she has got a teacher, has got some friends, classmates. Then if they pick up some good friends in that, 5 or 6 people of good company will make them feel good. And then success doesn't happen overnight. They should always believe in that. That if I pass my degree and then if my focus is job, definitely I will get at 65% marks. Then I'll work for this hands-on training skills. I will do my library studies properly. I'll do my research. And that confidence will slowly start coming in. So there is from nothing to something, a little small steps. That's why I told from nothing to something. I started with 40 rupees. So from nothing, I made it to 60 rupees. And then I slowly stepped out. It took 14 years for me to start a business. Then it took 30 years for me to get 85,000. So I started with 30 students, with 1,200 cap, 40,000 cap, 10 lakh rupees capital. So it is overnight, it cannot become $1 billion. It's a process. So from nothing to something, feel good about yourself. That's why I gave so many breakups. And when they can watch good movies, they can watch very good startups, they can go through the motivational videos available in YouTube, and that will keep them activated.
Sure. And you have a mentor in Dr. Chandraj himself, because the 3 great examples he gave from case studies, I think, were enough stories, Raja, to be able to turn your life around. And
I can bring one case study live now on the computer. She's here only. I can bring her for next 2 minutes. In the end, I can bring for
Sure,
2
sure.
minutes.
Thank you, sir.
Dimple hai kya?
The next question comes from Anand Jain, and he
Yes.
asks you,
Yes, sir.
so we are having many issues while attending online classes, and for
Yes.
that also, the college is asking us for a full fee payment. What do we do?
I think to do it, see, we must understand Anand Jain. Institutions will have their own challenges. They cannot remove the teachers. They have to have their technology expenditure. They have to make the rental buildings or their own capital investment, what they have done. They have to upgrade that. So you can take a staggered payment because they will also understand management also. And this in these difficult times, you all have to work together. If maybe not 100% immediate payment, stagger your payment. And you must understand if they have borrowed money from the banks, their interest is not going to stop. Bank is not going to waive off their moratorium. To build an organization and a small institution also, you require 30 crore rupees to build an institution. For a 30 crore rupees for one single institution will cost 3.6 crores interest, even if it is borrowed capital. And imagine they may have another 5 crores of expenditure. And their fees is 9 crores. And if they don't get 9 crores rupees, they are doomed. So tomorrow they're not going to be able to even sustain themselves. So it is a win-win situation. And if you feel that you can still stagger it in 10 installments or 8 installments, I think step by step you should plan and work together and with the team and integrate yourself and move up, because your career also is very important, because your degree, your college people, your mentor, your online classes requires more efforts by the teacher because they're exposed. Parents are also watching the TV, computers, and students are also, and a lot of, and the information is archived for you. So you can go hundreds of times to repeat that lecture. Once told in the classroom offline, you will not even remember what she told. But this talk you can anytime use. So it's an advantage for you. So yes, there may be some challenges for those who 100% who have lost their jobs, their business, and if it is a very genuine problem, I'm sure the college authorities also will understand and give you some more staggered payment. So it has to be done in win-win situation, but the expenditure does not reduce there. Expenditure only increases. Whether offline, if you not use library, but that still that library is there only, that books cannot be sold. It's going into the scrap, and the washroom has to be cleaned. Sanitization has to take place. Everything, even if you two people go and security manages there, the building has to be sanitized. So that never changes there. So every institution is facing that problem. So it has to go as a family. Next.
Great. The next question comes to you from Sana Alam, and her question is: during this pandemic time, how do you see those without privilege having equal opportunity in education?
This is one question I think all the experts have been also discussing, and 50% of the population has the access to internet. And there are now various agencies which has come forward, small and big agencies. 94% of accessibility, somehow they are able to reach out, either through smartphone or mobile or maybe some other gadgets or satellites and things. Are maybe in 1 year with Reliance and other people entering the 5G technologies. According to me, I have 85,000 students, and more than 96% of the students are entering online, are reading online classes, and 35% of my students are from villages, remote villages. So somewhere they walk 3 kilometers, so they have to make an effort there. But through, I think majority of them are having mobile, smart mobile, and even an ordinary mobile also there is some connectivity of internet is here and there happening. Through WhatsApp it is happening, through Skype it is happening. So somewhere teachers are finding various methods and reaching out to them. There are 5 to 6% of genuine cases that I think can be done through WhatsApp or through other means or through SMS or maybe through proper emailing or maybe through some other sources. Some people are able to find the ways.
Right.
It is possible now to reach out. Maybe next
Yeah,
6 months, everybody will be connected in the world. So nothing to worry.
Very true. And in fact, there was a very nice offbeat news article a couple of days ago about how a farmer in Himachal Pradesh was taking off one of his cows to ensure that his child has a smartphone.
Yes.
So I think the digital divide is just a matter of time because everybody trusts and believes.
No. 3 months. In 3 months, it will be sorted out.
Yes, I agree with you, sir. The next question comes from an industry professional. Billu asks you, so what is the fate of small and medium educational institutes in the country?
They are in deep trouble. In one word, I'll put it. They are in deep trouble. 70% of the small institutions will take 10 years to again revive. It is the hard truth, and it's like tsunami. When it comes, it takes away who are on that
Yeah, on the banks.
on the border. So
Yeah.
that is the nature's tragedy which we have to manage with that. 60 to 70% of businesses, institutions will be on a very, I think I can say it is washed out in next 1 year, or revive those who are determined and very strong. They will survive. They will survive.
Sure. Sukanya Roy asks you the next question. She says, "Good afternoon, sir. Sir, we want to know the failures. We want to know that failures are the pillars of success. But it is very seldom that we take failures positively. Can you please give us a few points as to how we should stay positive when the odds are against our favor?"
So there is one book, Dr. Joseph Murphy, The Power of Subconscious Mind, by Dr. Joseph Murphy. Sunil, I think you can have WhatsApp to everybody to your.
Yes.
The Power of Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy.
Right.
There is something called auto suggestion. So whenever you're negative and you're down, keep telling your mind, "I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine." So that subconscious mind will absorb it and bring the good mood out of you. So just that book is available in store through Amazon or whatever it is.
Right.
Please keep this book as the Bible of your life. The infinite riches are all around you. If you open your mental eyes and behold the treasure house of infinity within you, there is a gold mine within you from which you can extract everything you want to live life peacefully, happily, gloriously, abundantly, and richly. So the power of subconscious mind. So that will answer all your questions. So don't worry about it. What I already said in my statement, in my talk, 48,000 times in a day is negative thoughts. Only 200 is positive. So hold on to those 200 negative positive thoughts. That's all.
Right. Shakshi Jain asks you the next question. She wants to know, what do you think will be the future of the aviation industry?
Aviation is going to grow very well, so nothing to worry. As of now, 1 year it is temporarily down, and the aviation sector has to grow because people will have to travel, people will go for it. But 20% of the weak aircraft industries will come down. The bigger fish will take over the smaller fish, and it will operate. But the traveling, because this fear has come into the mind now for next 2 years, and by the time the public memory is very short. In 1918, there was a pandemic, more than 5 crore people across the globe died. Right. So this 1 year, this vaccine comes, before will come. So it's a biological war. So we have to live with it. It is because of human desires and human materials. Nature is reacting to it. So you have to live with it. You have no choice. There are going to be pandemics and pandemics in mind. So in the mind there is pandemic. It is not so. If your subconscious mind is very powerful, you are going to live for 120 years. Even if there is a tsunami or earthquake, you will live. If you have the urge to live, you will live for 100 years. So don't worry about it.
Right. The next question is from Vasudha. She says, how do we get back from the distraction to achieve a goal in time?
See, that distraction, that's why I said no plan. Your personal life, do whatever you want to do 10 hours. So you get distracted there. But that 3 hours of your planning will keep you motivated for next 21 hours. Right. So your plan of 6 days, 8 days a week, you write down 20 things what you want to do. In that you may be able to achieve only 8. But that 8 will be the first step to reach 40% goal. So you can reach, even if you reach 60% goal of what you wanted to do, that is little small things will give you happiness. When you want to become a cricketer, you have to practice 1 million times hitting that bat and ball to become a cricketer. So it's a process. So plan your weekly schedule or daily schedule. When you get up in the morning, okay, these 20 things I want to write down. Keep on a computer, mobile, write down and check whether you achieved it. And when you achieved 70%, you say, wow, I have done it. So be positive in that. That is how you have to see. I am in more challenges now. My 85,000 students are studying online. My entire 40 buildings are lying just campuses. My technology is dead. I have to revive the wires. The rats have eaten away the wires. I have spent 5 crore rupees only to revive those buildings. Imagine how much of stress I am under. But I'm positive. Is anybody seeing me tired, depressed at 59? Maybe many of you at 18, 20 will be looking like 80-year-old because you are depressed now. That's why I brought out this session, that not to be depressed. So look at me and become energetic now. And I'm 40 years, 35 years ahead of you. I'm 59, you're 20. So I'm more than 39 years older to you. 39, 49, 59. I'm 39 years older to you. You have another 39 years. 8,760 hours into 40 years. Enjoy, live your life. You have so many friends. You have 800 Facebook friends. You have got 500 in LinkedIn. You have Twitter. You have got Instagram. You have got your Tinder. You have got your dating websites. All so many things. All have and have not. So what you have Netflix with you, have Amazon with you. You have serials with you, episodes. You have good serials. You have good movies. Watch some good movies, which is there. Watch some patriotic movies, or watch some romantic movies, or watch some successful stories movies. Your entire mobile is having more than million films with you. So where is the question? Is 24 hours also is less for you. So you should not get bored and depressed. I will blame you if you are getting depressed and bored. Nobody on the earth, even God cannot motivate you. Neither your parent. You eat, you sleep, you think, you enjoy, you feel good, you feel bad. It is you. It is only you, and only you, and nobody.
Great. Gopalakrishnan has a question for you. He says, how do we make India Atmanirbhar in education without students going abroad for higher studies?
Believe me, the 370 students can do Atmanirbhar. From nothing, if I can bring 1 lakh students in my campus on no money, in 30 years they can become Atmanirbhar in two good things. What two good qualities? They become expert in that. Two good things. If they become expert, definitely each and every person who completes 10,000 hours, he'll be not less than 20 crores net worth in 10 years. Believe me, 20 crore rupees of dollars he'll have with him. And if he succeeds as a career job or a business, and if he follows these two good qualities, not giving up, and networking and being positive, and I'm talented, I will focus and I will manage my time. I will be effective in professional life. I will not complicate things, and I will be compassionate towards others. That is going to make him 20 crore rupees rich in next 10 years from now, after immediately completing education. And believe me, everybody will have 20 crore rupees in their pocket. And imagine 370 people is how many $1 billion. So that is Atmanirbhar.
Great, sir. Thank you so much. I think we're running short of time, but I'll give you one question more. And then we'll sign it off. There's a question from Samuel. He wants to know, so do you think COVID-19 has done more good, especially to the younger generation?
Yeah. In fact, it has opened more opportunities for younger generation. COVID. So it has done for this younger generation great service. For us, I have taken it positively, so I am not affected. But for others, it has washed out their depression. And I think I have motivated more than 8 lakh people in last 45 days. And those people who are depressed, at least I think 80% are alive again because of me. They're already mentally depressed. So I want to cover 50 crore people in next 1 year. See to it that they become alive again. But younger generation have billions and billions, trillions of opportunities. Trillions of opportunities.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Really enjoyed
all the best.
Session.
All the 370, all the 370 leaders have a great life, and you can do it. Believe me, you will after 10 years remember me, whatever I said. If you follow little small things, what I told you, you are a leader, you are an achiever, and you're going to live for 120 years with a smile.
Thank you, sir. Thank you again. So thanks, folks. Thanks for being part of this live session. I think it was the most valuable session you could have. Be positive, be safe, and be knowledgeable. I think that was Dr. Chenrad's message to us. And don't forget his 1,000-hour formula, which is going to be the formula for your success as you go along, not just for today, but through life. So we'll catch up tomorrow, and signing off and wishing you all a great evening, and look forward to seeing you back again tomorrow morning while we start afresh with few new thoughts and new ideas and new vigor, all focused and all driven towards you, the youth. So bye-bye.